Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome the Liberty High School class of 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Academy District 20 Air Force Junior ROTC and the national anthem performed by the Liberty Jazz Choir.
Thank you. Please be seated. Okay. Hi, my name is Cecilia Urban, and I have the honor of introducing the dignitaries on stage. All of them have devoted their time, talent, and energy to help make District 20 the best school district in the state. From the Board of Education, our president, Mrs. Tracy Johnson. Our Vice President, Mrs. Karen Reynolds. Treasurer, Mr. Doug Lundberg. Director, Mr. Glenn Streeb. Director, Mr. Thomas LaValle. And our United States Air Force Academy Liaison, Colonel Troy Harding. From our Central Administration, Assistant Superintendent for Administrative Services, Dr. Jim Smith. Deputy Superintendent and Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Tom Gregory. And our Superintendent, Dr. Mark Hatchell. Our special guest, Principal of Timberview Middle School, Mr. Brett Smith. From our administration, Dean of Students, Mrs. Angela Duca. Administrator for the class of 2021, Mrs. Cindy Wenzel. Administrator for the class of 2020 and Activities Director, Mrs. Kelly Hoyle. Administrator for the class 2019 and Athletic Director, Mr. Michael Sibley. Liberty's top-notch administrator of the best Liberty class ever, the class of 2018, Mrs. Holly Meacham. And our principal, Mr. Alan Timming. In just 2 hours, our high school journey will be officially over. I just wanted to thank the class of 2018 for making senior year such a fun and memorable year full of laughter and fun. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Good afternoon, friends and family. My name is Riley Newcomer, and I have the distinguished honor of recognizing the amazing faculty and staff of Liberty High School. I believe in the power of expressing gratitude to the people who change your life. With that said, I'd like to take this time to thank some teachers and staff at Liberty who have personally impacted me and many of us here today. So to Ms. Pollen, you have shown me what it means to be both an extraordinary teacher and an incredibly caring individual. Thank you for walking into class every day with a positive and a little bit sassy attitude, reminding us angels that today really is a good day and a great day. Thank you, Mr. Olivero, for showing us that physics is so cool that it defies the laws of, well, physics. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Straub, for showing us how to live healthy, enriching, and sustainable lives, and that even social studies teachers can be #relationship goals. Thank you, Mr. T, for being the principal reason why the school is still running. Thank you to the custodians, secretaries, lunch staff, and administrators who work tirelessly with little recognition. Thank you, Mrs. McGuire, for showing me grace when I didn't deserve it and advice when I especially needed it. These past few years, you have braved the storm with incredible strength and have given me something to aspire to. And finally, thank you, teachers. You've relentlessly invested in each and every one of us. You spend breaks and weekends grading papers, putting together lesson plans, and creating slideshows. We know you aren't in the profession for money, so we would like to pay you our appreciation. Faculty and staff of Liberty High School, would you stand so we can honor you? You may be seated. Now, graduates, you know at least one teacher who has changed your life. Let them know how they impacted you, and don't forget to pay them a little gratitude. Thank you.
Hello, and welcome everyone to celebrate this special occasion. It is my honor to be standing on this stage presenting with Dawson Calloway.
And it is my pleasure to be sharing this opportunity to introduce the class of 2018 with Jennifer Van Buren.
Very quickly, I would like to give a special thank you to Mrs. Scott, Mrs. Straub, Senora Rookie, and Mr. Croker as the sole reasons for my survival throughout high school.
I would like to give a quick shout out to Miss Scott and Miss Briggs for helping me organize and become prepared for college. Madam Feeklin for all the stories and telling me, talk to me, Doss. And lastly, Mr. Woodson, who is always there to remind me to get it together.
Hectic.
Intimidating.
Surreal.
Anxious.
Unprepared.
Overwhelming.
These are the feelings many of us experienced walking through the doors on the first day of freshman year, preparing us to open the very first page of our high school series.
Through the years, we've been told countless times to never judge a book by its cover. I am here to say, we judged a very long book by its cover. Our book begins freshman year with our very first dance, the fear of homecoming, being scared to ask someone or being rejected when asking. Worse off, the girls that get asked by someone they don't want asking.
let alone the actual dance itself being at night. For the first time, we showed up after the sun went down. We all remember another amazing feeling once Friday came around and we had 45 minutes all to ourselves during Lancer time. Not only were we free from class, but the Deca store sold Chick-fil-A and it was actually open. Freshman year was definitely the year of firsts.
Sophomore year was, well, a little interesting for me and everyone. A year with many lessons and a great place to grow, preparing us for the next chapter in our books, reminding us to keep our heads high and to reach out to those close to us. One of those many valuable lessons was to hide in a trunk to sneak off campus for lunch.
And for those of us who got asked to prom early, this was the beginning of freedom for the few of us who also got our licenses. Then junior year finally comes. We are legally allowed to leave campus for lunch. Junior prom, powder puff, peach fuzz, and of course, the demoralizing SAT and ACTs. Plural, because some of us took both of them more than once.
The weird feeling of being older sits in as we're now upperclassmen. Many fall in love for the first time, discover new passions in life, and become to find the new person we want to become. For sports and activities, we begin our roles in our programs being someone underclassmen look up to as we once did before. Also, a big shout out to marching band bringing home the dub of the state championship, winning by .02 points against Air Academy.
With new things like slang including fire, the goat, YOLO, extra, salty, fake news, bet, and the occasional parting with, bye Felicia.
But wait, don't forget about Hot Minute, Facts, Sus, and Lit. We turn the page to senior year. Senior sunrise, the rising of our last first day. Music, blankets, pictures, and the early morning trip to IHOP before school. Looking back at the years, we reflect how we have changed and grown, where we as seniors can pass on traditions like Stephen Myers and his Snapchat stories, advertising themes and games for everyone to know.
Our senior assembly started the spirit for the year as we shot off our confetti poppers and threw our streamers as far as we could, chanting seniors with Dutch Bros in our hand and Chacos on our feet. Senior year took off after finals first semester. Once second semester started, nothing else was on our mind besides prom, senior breakfast, senior skip day, our last day of high school, and ending in our senior sunset. The time flew by, and here we are.
We wrap up a year of legendary songs quoting, "She said, do you love me? I told her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama, I'm sorry. But just know, I'ma walk it like I talk it, and that I'm way too good at goodbyes."
Over the past 1,461 days, our perspective of high school was highly misjudged. The book turned into everything we could have hoped for but never imagined. In a few seconds, or very long minutes, we will find ourselves walking across this stage, as well as the occasional tripping, as graduates. From our high school career, I hope to leave you with the last few words to always be present in life. Through the countless hours we spent on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter, how truly present were we? It doesn't matter that your dream came true if you spent your whole life sleeping. So get out there and go for it, but don't get caught up waiting.
Here we are, the last page of our books in this series. Closing one, but preparing to open the next. Closing one, but preparing to open our next, that I am positive we will all misjudge again. As we now depart for our next journey, we would like to thank you all for these amazing years, and we wish everyone the very best on their journeys. Always remember, yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Thank you.
Will the graduates in the class of 2018 please rise and be recognized? You may be seated.
Great job, seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Liberty High School's salutatorian. Please welcome Thomas Williams. Tom is the son of Mary and Mitchell Williams and has been in District 20 for the past 8 years, attending Ranch Creek Elementary School, Timberview Middle School, and all 4 years at Liberty. At Liberty, Tom was a member of Student Council through his junior year, is a member of Knowledge Bowl, Track, National Honor Society, our new robotics club called Best Robotics, and Science Olympiad. Outside of school, Tom is involved in Colorado Springs Teen Court and spends time writing and exercising. Over his high school career, he was able to obtain a 4.6538 grade point average. In the fall, Tom will attend South Dakota School of Mines and Technology in Rapid City, where he plans to major in metallurgical engineering, which Tom explained to me is processing the materials from the quarry to the kiln to make it a usable product. He has career aspirations of being an engineer because they deal with objective reality, and he can help design products work successfully when applied to many situations. Tom, in recognition of your valiant efforts at Liberty High School, I hereby award you with a salutatorian medal. There it is. Kind of. There. Ladies and gentlemen, Thomas Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Timmick. Oh, yeah. Good afternoon, staff, students, and family members. I am here to welcome all of you, to a day that many of you will hold near and dear to your hearts. To those of you sitting in front of me and to my right, I am welcoming you to your first day of true freedom, to the extent of federal law. From here on, you, the individual, will be the only one who decides what you do and when you do it. Your parents, who once guided the vessel of your life, will no longer be the captain, the helmsman, or the wind in your sail. Your teachers, who once stood as the greatest sources of knowledge and experience, will stand aside as you take up your own mind and begin to use it for your own purposes. Some of you may be unprepared for the responsibility of this level of freedom. Others among you will embrace it. But in the end, you will all have to come to terms with it. And a note here, you have to come to terms with it as not as a member of a community, but as an individual. Speaking of individuals, you and I have grown up in a society that is afraid of the individual. It is afraid because it cannot believe, with all of its mass media, mass production, and mass transport, that a single man or woman can make it on his own or her own. To that fear, I respond with a quote. I say that man is entitled to his own happiness, and that he must earn it on his own, but that he cannot expect others to give up their lives for his happiness. I borrow these words from Ayn Rand, the author who created the philosophy of objectivism. They are the words of individualism, and if you agree with them, then these convictions may have taken shape in your mind. You must never let your own values be usurped by the values of others. You must never submit your will to the will of others. And you must never sacrifice your happiness for the happiness of others. I wanted to go more into depth on values and happiness, and I did so in a letter to a friend. Her first response was, I didn't think it would be 6 pages long, so I won't be getting into that tonight. Or today, I should say. To keep things short, you, the individual, have a code of values. Your code of values defines everything you consider good and everything you call evil. To describe things in terms of good or evil, then, is for the most part ambiguous. After all, what's good is subjective to your own code. However, I have found an objective value among all people that I've met, one that they all hold as good. They all believe that what is good is what makes them, as an individual, happy. That means, of course, that both people who celebrate the individual and people who would attack him are entitled to believe that they are doing the right thing. I'm not saying that we should tolerate people who act like dictators. On the contrary, we must oppose them at every single point. But an important note here, you must never initiate force. Only respond to force, only attack those who would try to control other people as a response to the initiation of force. I am saying, though, that you, the individual, should give no sanction to anyone who would attempt to change your values. When you meet someone who does not share your values, your only choice is to agree to disagree. But if you find someone who does share your values, then you have found an ally, one that could turn into a close friend, a business partner, or in some cases, a love interest. I have never attempted to change someone else's values, whether theirs agree with mine or not. I do not wish to be a moral leader by trying to tell you what you should do with your future. Rather, I offer only one advice. You must, as an individual, find your own way to find happiness by your own standards. And while I don't want to change your values, I would like to share with you a glimpse of my own. And for that, I would like to borrow some more words from Ayn Rand. In the name of the best within you, do not sacrifice this world to those who are its worst. In the name of the values that keep you alive, do not let your vision of man be distorted by the ugly, the cowardly, the mindless, in those who have never achieved his title. Do not lose your knowledge that man's proper estate is an upright posture, an intransigent mind, and a step that travels unlimited roads. Do not let your fire go out, spark by irreplaceable spark, in the hopeless swamps of the approximate, the not quite, the not yet, the not at all. Do not let the hero in your soul perish in lonely frustration for the life you deserved, but have never been able to reach. Check your road and the nature of your battle. The world you desire can be won. It exists. It's real. It's possible. It's yours. Now I would like to thank everyone here at this graduation. Thank you, parents, for providing stability in the childhood and adolescent lives of your students graduating, and for facilitating independent thought to the extent that you were willing to allow. Thank you, teachers, for tolerating us at our worst, and for granting knowledge of the universe to us at our best. Thank you especially to all my AP teachers, Mr. Fackelman, Miss Alicio, Mrs. Weber, Mr. Smith, Mrs. Loomis, Miss McWhirter, Mrs. Pollen, Mrs. Schmidt, and Mr. Rude, for preparing me and my peers for the next stages in our educations through classes that I've been told can be even harder than their college level equivalent. I would also like to thank the administrators and counselors for helping us students meet all the requirements to graduate, apply to college, and settle conflicts in the school. Thank you to the District 20 administrators for allowing me and similar students to choice into District 20 schools. My education would have been very different if I wasn't allowed to change schools when I did. Finally, thank you to my peers for welcoming me into your community and supporting me. Part of my success, both academic and personal, is thanks to you. You helped me keep my sanity in the most stressful situations. and you gave me a place to stand when I cleared my obstacles. So long, class of 2018. We may meet again someday.
Like a seed dropped by a skybird.
A longstanding graduation tradition at Liberty High School is the selection of the commencement speaker, the keynote. The selection is a competitive one, and from the many who try out, only one can be selected for this honor. This year is no exception. The committee, made up of seniors and teachers, chose a young lady who has an inspiring message to share with all of you today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tess McKinney. Before Tess gives her address, I'd like to tell you a little bit about her. Tess is the proud daughter of Martha McKinney and is a District 20 lifer, spending her entire education career in District 20. She attended Explorer Elementary School, Timberview Middle School, and all 4 years at Liberty. Tess is active at Liberty through her involvement in the National Honor Society, French National Honor Society, French Club, the boys basketball manager, theater, and student council, serving as a student body president. Outside of school, Tess likes playing with puppies, watching The Office, reading, and eating. In the fall, Tess will go to the University of Colorado Boulder, where she plans to major in biology. Her career aspirations may include acting, being an OB/GYN, or a teacher. Tess, you have a bright future ahead of you, and we're all very proud of your accomplishments thus far. Congratulations. So now I give you Tess McKinney.
Good afternoon, everyone, and namaste. Welcome to our friends and family, those who have held our hands as we have grown. Welcome to Mr. Timmig's staff members and administrators, those who have worked day and night for our success. Welcome members of the Academy District 20 School Board and Superintendent Dr. Mark Hatchell. He is the giver of snow days. Welcome honored guests of Liberty High School, but most importantly, welcome to the graduating class of 2018, because this really is all about you. Flashback to when it all started, kindergarten. We made our first friends, we learned how to spell and count, but most importantly, we learned how to nap like champions. Then a few years passed and 4th grade rolls around. Remember when we traded silly bands on the playground, when we got calluses on our hands from the monkey bars, and ultimately, when we turned 10, double digits. I mean, we were practically adults at that point. Then middle school came, and we learned what real freedom was. Passing periods, lockers, school dances, and our first cell phones. School was confusing, relationships were complicated, and Vine consumed our lives. But we made it through and on to high school. Freshman year, the seniors were terrifying. We had to navigate through what seemed like thousands of other students, and suddenly, the future started creeping into our decision-making. Junior year, we were finally upperclassmen. Powder puff, prom, the SAT, going off campus for lunch, and being so close to graduating. Finally, senior year arrived. The first day was amazing, but every day since then has been a never-ending countdown. Senioritis did come a little early this year, but coffee and attendance waivers got us through. When we finally turned 18, the reality of adulthood was terrifying yet thrilling. But here we are. And over these last 18 years, as we were changing, the world was changing too. Technology advanced. Lives could be changed with the click of a button through the rampant spread of social media. We've all felt what it's like to be afraid to come to school because of threats that were made to us. Yet we've recognized and celebrated love in all of its forms. We felt the pain of people across the world who were affected by natural disasters and war. We stood up for what we believed in, and we kneeled for what we believed in. We lost people who we looked up to, but records were broken and barriers were crossed. We've been brought together by hope, and sometimes we've even been torn apart by our differences. But still, we remain, and still, we persevere. Today, we are graduates. Tomorrow, we will be the politicians, the Olympians, the scientists, the entrepreneurs, the doctors, the warriors, and the teachers. We are about to explode upon the world, and we are the ones with the imagination and the drive that it takes to shape the future of our dreams. Our cars will drive themselves, and our world will expand to different planets. But our enemy will always be complacency, for it is not the lion's roar that signals danger. It is the silence. So I ask you to never be silent. Enjoy this accomplishment now, for tomorrow, our real work begins. Congratulations.
My name is Caleb Obert, and I have the distinct honor of introducing the District 20 Superintendent of the Year, Dr. Hatchell. Though many of us know him as the giver of snow days, however, maybe slacking a bit this year, many of you may not know that it is his responsibility to make sure that 35 schools run smoothly, and he is in charge of over 3,000 Academy District 20 staff. He has been our superintendent for 11 consecutive years. Before he was our superintendent, he was a teacher, assistant principal, as well as a principal, and a superintendent of another district. Being an educator must run in the family because his mother was a teacher and his father was an administrator. Dr. Hatchell has been invested in making Liberty High School the best it can be. Part of that was letting his two daughters play field hockey for Liberty, the best school in District 20. He also goes to at least one Liberty baseball game per year, but as anybody who has ever been up there would agree, it's way too windy. Unlike his wife, who saves lives as a medical doctor, he helps change them as an educational doctor. Thank you for all you do for Liberty High School. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Hatchell.
Thank you to Caleb. Seniors, I'm sorry. I tried to call a snow day this year. 17 years, I think, is the first time I have not called a snow day. And Liberty High School is a great school. I always enjoy coming to there, and I appreciate the kind introduction. This fall, I was at back to school night with my kids, and my son Blake introduced me and my wife to his teacher, and he said, and this is my wife, or excuse me, this is my mom, and she's the real doctor. So I'll long remember that. Let me first say on behalf of my bosses, the Board of Education, congratulations to the class of 2018. I also want to personally thank Jennifer Van Buren, who has served on my student advisory committee for the past 2 years. Jen, you've represented Liberty well, and we will miss you. So thank you. Now, I remember 4 years ago, I was at the top of the stairs for the annual Liberty Freshman Clap-In. I remember seeing so many of you that day, and I try to do it every year. And it's amazing because there's probably about 10 or 12 of you that I know out there, and I'd say, you know, hi, Kathy, hi, Ryan, and all of you would be like, just didn't want me to know that you were coming in. Academy School District is on an incredible roll, and seniors, you have been a big part of that. We are proud of you, and we will miss you. And I must say, as superintendent, I've never had more fun than this year. With all the new schools being built, all the additions to school, renovations, remodels, redesigns, and you would not believe all this coming to Liberty High School. I was a high school principal for 5 years. This is my 17th year as a superintendent, so this is my 22nd year of giving graduation speeches. Averaging 5 or 6 a year, I have to say I've probably given over 100 of these. But I have to say this year is different. This year is different because my daughters are graduating from high school this year, and I am proud to say they played field hockey right here at Liberty High School. Now, I clearly remember 12 years ago giving a graduation speech at a ceremony just like this one and saying, "Parents, I know a little how you feel. My daughters are graduating from kindergarten." Well, parents, 12 years from now, I know exactly how you feel. Seniors, during your time in school, there have been two tragic events in our area, the Waldo Canyon fire and, of course, the Black Forest fire. There's also been some fun and interesting things that have happened in our district. I remember we had a school bus break down in the corner of Academy Boulevard and Union by the Air Academy Federal Credit Union down there. We called our towing company that we always use. They hooked up the bus and they took it to our transportation center. When the mechanics came over and started to work on it, they noticed that on the side of the bus it said, Colorado Springs District 11. We took the wrong bus. I called the District 11 superintendent to apologize. He said he was called out of a meeting and told someone was stealing their bus. But not to worry, they were tracking the thieves on GPS, right back to Academy 20. I remember asking some elementary students for advice for seniors I could give at their graduation. A third grade student at Chinook Trail, his advice was, if you want something really expensive, ask your grandparents. Now, Evan at Da Vinci, for seniors, his advice was, don't call anyone over 30 a goat. They won't know what it means. So Tess, at the senior breakfast, when you introduced me as the goat, I had 3 people explain to me it wasn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And Ryan from Explorer, this is my favorite. He said never ever root for Navy, Nebraska, or the Oakland Raiders. This summer is my 40th class reunion for high school. It's amazing how time flies. My class, the class in 1978, has a surgeon who specializes in arthroscopic surgery on shoulders. My class has a person who was convicted of murder that made headlines statewide. My class, the class of 78, has a number of high-ranking officers in the military and the first African-American police commander in his city. My class has an inmate in Canyon City spending 15 to 20 years for a terrible crime. My class, the class of 78, has teachers, nurses, a pastor, a pilot, a professional musician, and a handsome superintendent of the best school district in the state. My class has guys still hanging around Whitefield looking for something to do. In 40 years, what are we going to say about you and your class of 2018? Now, graduates, today, while your minds are racing with excitement and anticipation, your parents are remembering. They're remembering their special time, their short season with you as a child. They're remembering the first time they ever held you in their arms. They vividly remember your face holding a shoebox of supplies as you left for the first day of kindergarten. They remember the picture you painted them in 2nd grade. They remember seeing you perform in school programs and athletic events. They remember their pride seeing you in your graduation cap and gown. But most of all, they are thinking how. How did time go by so fast? Graduates, as you go upon your journey, seize the moment. Do not find that when you have come to die that you have not lived. Do something important for your fellow man. Improve the lives of the men and women you share this planet with. Give service and enjoy an exciting life with many rewards. On behalf of Academy District 20 and its nearly 30,000 staff and students, I wish upon each of you all the good fortune in the world. God bless.
How about one more hand for our choir and band for today? Dr. Hatchell and members of the District 20 School Board, it is an honor to present to you the Liberty High School graduating class of 2018 and to certify to you that every graduate who walks across the stage today and who is presented a diploma as they leave today has, at minimum, met the requirements established by the Academy School District 20 Board of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you a little bit about this amazing class of 2018, all 418 of them. They are a very tight-knit group, and their friendships extend beyond the typical social groups. They kicked off the school year with an event called the Senior Sunrise, in which they arrived on the first day of school as the sun was rising to welcome the school year as a class. They then concluded the school year with a senior sunset and a walk down memory lane through Prairie Hills Elementary School, Timberview Middle School, and Liberty as they said goodbye as a class to their high school career. But before we as a staff say our goodbyes, it is important for everyone in this arena and around the world to know what a special class this is. First, this class is very, very bright. As of last week, this senior class has earned over $10 million in college scholarships. We have 3 Air Force Academy appointments, 1 Naval Academy appointment, 1 Air Force Academy Prep School appointment, 1 Navy Prep School appointment, 4 Air Force ROTC scholars, 2 Army ROTC scholars, 13 AP scholars, 6 AP scholars with honors, and 1 AP scholar with distinction. This class also has 8 National Merit Commended students, 1 National Merit Scholar, 1 National Hispanic Scholar, 1 Daniels Fund Scholar, 1 Betcher Scholars finalist, and 1 Betcher Scholar. We have 2 Gazette's Best and Brightest, 21 who have earned the Order of the Crest recognition, and 157 members of this class are graduating with honors or high honors. And over 80% of this class will be heading to post-secondary institutions in the fall. A group of these seniors who were in AP Physics this year had a once-in-a-lifetime experience of Skyping with astronaut Mark Vande Hei while he was on the International Space Station. They also got to be in a mission control center in Denver for the Atlas V rocket launch and receive VIP tours of the Kennedy Space Center in Florida in April. The students who attended told me it was a life-changing experience, and one of the seniors has aspirations to be a part of the first crew to launch to Mars. Our seniors worked hard this year, and whether they earned those final credits last semester or last week, they all put in a valiant effort so they could sit before you today. So please thank them for that. Going beyond the classroom, let's talk about athletics. We have 20 national letter of intent signees who plan to play sports in college. We have 10 teams who qualified for academic all-state, and our girls field hockey team was awarded the Colorado Academic All-State Team Championship for the fall. We are the league champions in boys golf, had state qualifiers in boys and girls golf, volleyball, girls and boys basketball, girls swimming, and boys and girls track. Our girls and boys basketball teams set school records with each team winning 18 games in the regular season. Our boys basketball team went to the Sweet 16 for the first time in 5A competition, and one of our boys players scored over 1,000 points in his high school career. Additionally, our boys basketball coach was recognized as the Colorado Springs Metro League's Coach of the Year. We have numerous other all-league, all-state players and a number of senior Rotary Champion nominees, including 2 Rotary Champions. Our girls track team has been on fire this season, winning a number of team championships and breaking school records. In fact, a few of our boys and girls track seniors are representing Liberty at the state meet today. And in fact, one is already just started running just a little after 1 o'clock today. All of these have been amazing accomplishments, but what really stands out about our athletes is how they give back to the community. All teams are involved in community service projects ranging from cleaning parks and community areas to mentoring and tutoring to partnering with charities and community groups to provide donations and assistance. This is what truly defines a student athlete. Now let's move on to activities. Our talented seniors are also amazing in that realm as well. We've had award-winning visual arts students, and our FBLA and DECA students qualified for state and national competitions. Our student council, who is recognized as the National Gold Student Council of Excellence, helped to lead a huge fundraising campaign for local charities, which resulted in donations of over $10,000 to the community. And under the direction of the National Honor Society, a number of groups raised over $11,500 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation to help send a local child and her family to Disneyland. Our performing arts program was amazing again this year. Our theater department entered a competition called the Bobby G Awards and received 4 nominations. Our dance program performed at a competition in California earlier this year. Our chamber singers were invited to perform at the prestigious Music for All National Festival in Indianapolis, and we had students who were selected for all-state choir, jazz band, orchestra, and band. Now, you may already know this, but I am so proud of our amazing students that we have at Liberty. They have represented the Lancer Nation with class and honor, and it's them and the phenomenal staff are the reason why Liberty High School is one of the best high schools, not only in Colorado Springs, but in Colorado. So congratulations, class of 2018. Let's give them a round of applause. Before you depart as graduates and enter the world as the 30th class of Liberty alumni, I would like to take advantage of this time to address you one last time as your principal. I was thinking of what I wanted to talk to you about. Should it be about the fact that you were the first high school graduating class that was born in this century? And scarily, they didn't think we would actually get to 2000 because they were afraid that the computer clocks would not be able to turn over from 1999 to 2000. Maybe I should talk to you about the advances in the world and that you're going to be a part of, including missions to other planets, cars that drive themselves, and modes of transportation that will get you from Colorado Springs to Denver in under 10 minutes and avoid Toma Road altogether. Or maybe I should share with you my thoughts about the importance of going into the world with trust and confidence. But after the last 4 years of interacting with you, I've decided that I must make a sad confession to all of you. I really don't understand you. Now, please don't be offended by this confession. I tell you this in hopes that we'll be able to bridge the gap between your generation and my generation. Parents, I'm taking this opportunity to speak on your behalf as well, a public service announcement, if you will. What I don't understand about you is the communication lingo. I know it's hard to believe, but I am old, and it makes it difficult for me to learn, especially on the spot, what you're saying when you speak to me in slang, acronyms, initialisms, hieroglyphics, and selfies. I'm sure you don't even think about it, but remember that in the future, you will be working with people from my generation. And clear correspondence will be really helpful if you want to build those strong professional relationships. So, let me give you a few examples of what I'm talking about. Let's start with slang. Like when a kid tells me, "Hey, Mr. T, those new kicks you're sporting are off the chain." The interpretation is the students like the new shoes I'm wearing. But I didn't get a chance to say thanks because I didn't know what that phrase meant. Instead, the student got a bewildered look from me on my face when I said, "Okay." That too is probably not the reaction they were looking for. I don't want you walking away thinking I wasn't appreciative of the compliment. I just didn't know what in the world you were saying to me. Sadly, I had to go to one of my younger teachers and ask for the interpretation. Let's move to acronyms. It's been mentioned a few times already today, but earlier this year, my son told me Mr. Chambers is the GOAT. While we were heading home from school when I was talking to him about our basketball team, I thought that maybe I misunderstood him, so I let it go. But I thought to myself, that comment wasn't very nice. Then walking through the hallways, I heard other students referencing people as GOATs. There were even arguments about who was the greatest GOAT, Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Still others were talking of their own teachers being the GOAT as well when it came to registering for classes next year. Finally, someone let me know that the GOAT really means greatest of all time. Kids, it'd be nice to know that up front. And how about initialisms, or what you call texting shortcuts? BFF, ROFL, TTYL, YOLO, or YOLO, and LOL, for example. When I first received these in a text message, my response was simply HUH. Huh? I told both of my kids who are now in high school and college not to text me unless they spell the words out so I know what they're saying. But it's not just in texting anymore. Now you actually say it in emails and in person. For example, when I was finally conned into riding the big swing on our high ropes course, and I was hoisted all the way up in the air, and I was trying to tell the kids to let me right back down nice and easy, one kid yelled, "YOLO, Mr. T, now release the button." I did finally release the button after crying for a little while. And when I got safely back to the ground, I asked the kid, "What does YOLO mean?" He says, "It means you only live once." Maybe I'm glad I did not know that before I released the button, or I might still be up there today. And let's talk about hieroglyphics, or what you call emojis. There's an old adage that says a picture is worth 1,000 words. I don't think that means the same for emojis. Just when I think I might understand one, a new one pops up that doesn't mean what I thought it meant. Here, let me show you a couple of examples of one I received from my daughter while this whole emoji thing first came out. Mind you, when she texted me this emoji, there were no words, no acronyms, no initialisms, or anything else that were included in that text message, just the emoji. I got this one, okay, which I understood means she's happy, and I like that, okay? And then I received this one, which told me that she was sad. And then I received this one that I thought meant that she likes chocolate soft swirl ice cream. Only to be followed up a couple minutes with one of these, which I interpreted was fried ice cream. Obviously, the last two emojis were not what I thought they were. And apparently, there is no emoji for smiling chocolate soft serve ice cream. All I'm saying to you guys is maybe you should text words to your parents so that it clears up a lot of confusion. Because my thing was when she sent those, when she sends me these, my response was, yum. Finally, what is with all the messages about selfies? I see it all the time in hallways, sitting at the lunch table, and even at my own house, but not by me. From the best I can tell, taking pictures of yourself with the following expressions: means I'm going to a party on Saturday and I need to bring chips and salsa. So class of 2018, while I am joking with you a bit, My serious message to you is to be clear in your language with those of you that you will be working with. You will work with people from all generations, and if you want to be valued and understood, please speak the language that all generations can understand. Now, thank you. Speaking of the effective use of language, for the last few years at graduation, I have shared a quote from hip-hop artist Drake, which I think sums up about everything for leading a happy and productive life. His quote states, "Live without pretending, love without depending, listen without defending, and speak without offending." Class of 2018, I am so proud of you and all that you have accomplished thus far in your lives. On behalf of the entire staff of the Lancer Nation, we wish you nothing but the best. Mr. LaValle, I proudly certify the graduates of 2018 and present them to you for your acceptance on behalf of the school board. Thank you.
On behalf of the Board of Education of Academy School District 20, I accept with pride and pleasure the 2018 graduating class of Liberty High School. Mr. Timmick, thank you, your faculty, and your staff for an outstanding job.
Junior attendants, we are ready. Let's graduate this class.
Shahnaz Hussein Abukadir. Haley Brandy Marie Allers.
Isaura Claritza Adon.
Kyle Ada Alexander.
Devin Anthony Aldos.
Diana LeRae Anderson.
Adriana Kennedy Amicone.
Omari Joseph Anderson.
Megan Lillian Anderson.
Tristan Gregory Arnold.
Michaela Ann Ancliffe.
Danielle Nicole Ashton.
Alexandra Daniele Atuso.
Maya Renee Austin.
Keegan James Ald.
John Chambers Ayers V.
Macy Brooke Aves.
Zachary Thomas Balls.
Felicia K. Bacon.
Colin Riley Barbie.
Graduating with honors, Seth Alden Baker.
Ashley Diane Beard.
Graduating with honors, Trent Russell Barlow.
Okay. Abigail Madison Bidet.
Graduating with high honors, Jake Tyler Becker.
Amanda Helen Behem.
Emily Marie Bierman.
Cody Evan Bejarano.
Tristan James Behrens.
Annalise Irene Ben.
Yasmin Wided Bell.
Emilia Lael Ben.
Brennan Eugene Bingford.
Graduating with high honors, Cagney Alexandra Bird.
Ryan Christopher Benitez.
Brogan Robert Bishop.
Gotcha. Reagan Elizabeth Biscaro.
Kyle James Boslewski.
Graduating with high honors, Ryan Metzger Block.
Sean Thomas Bossert.
Graduating with high honors, Valerie Angelina Bortoludi.
Jordan Taylor Bovey.
Graduating with high honors, William Thomas Boswell.
Antonio Nicholas Boyungs.
Victoria Marie Bowman.
Justin Peter Paul Brienza.
Graduating with high honors, Caitlin Lee Bragg.
Michaela J. Brown.
Graduating with honors, Blake Jeffrey Clifford Brisbane.
Noah Ashton Brubaker.
Troy Roland Brown.
Abigail Grace Burns.
Graduating with high honors, Abby Xing Bullard.
Graduating with high honors, Emma Suzanne Busby.
Jacob Douglas Burns.
Graduating with high honors, Angela Marie Calhoun.
Emily Danielle Bustos.
Seth Richard Canfield.
Jack Jean Calloway II.
Graduating with high honors, Sarah Margaret Carroll.
Mackenzie Faith Carroll.
Graduating with honors, Michaela Joy Chandonnet.
Ryan Franklin Cates.
Juan Alberto Chavez.
Graduating with honors, Jillian Abigail Charlton.
Graduating with honors, Che Hun Gun.
Graduating with honors, Morgan Elizabeth Childs.
Cameron Frank Clementi.
Graduating with high honors, Reagan Marie Clark.
McKenna Isabella Kofer.
Graduating with honors, Martin Newton Clift.
Graduating with honors, Mackenzie Alexandra Colby.
Graduating with honors, Taylor Matthew Coffey.
Graduating with high honors, Derek Edward Collins.
Tristan Robert Collier.
Graduating with honors, Jacob Lee Cook.
Sean Michael Conboy.
Jason Jermaine Copeland Jr.
Maxwell Azriel Cook.
Katie Marie Cornelius.
Haley Rose Cork.
Haley Bryn Crawford.
Maria Lynn Crandall.
Beatrice Anna Marie Croitoro.
Paige Renee Crespo.
Pilar Sine Davis.
Ian Lucas Cully.
Graduating with honors, Brendan Patrick Dean.
Graduating with high honors, Leticia Susanna Decker Martinez.
Graduating with honors, Julia Ann Dessart.
Graduating with honors, Julian Marcus DeSimone.
Graduating with high honors, Andrew Charles Doctor.
William Fletcher Dix.
Graduating with honors, Aaron Jacob Dubas.
Mosamil Alela Doria.
Graduating with honors, Carson Rose Dunkley.
Riley Brighton Dullum.
Pierce Patrick Engelkins.
Graduating with high honors, Janalee Page Dunyon.
Graduating with honors, Jaden Avery Feldman.
Graduating with high honors, Connor Charles Eli.
Samuel Harmon Farrick.
Bridget Ann Fairbanks.
Graduating with honors, Spencer Joseph Flood.
Taylor Calais Michelle Felton.
Graduating with honors, Carissa Danielle Foster.
Trey Wesley Fine.
Graduating with high honors, Adrienne Irene Frisbee.
Alexis Brianna Forrest Smith.
Graduating with high honors, Alicia Michelle Gavas.
Storm Madison Fox.
Haley Rose Garcia.
Graduating with high honors, Sarah Louise Gaines.
Olivia Danielle Garrison.
Haley Nicole Gann.
Graduating with honors, Megan Rose Gilling.
Graduating with high honors, Kennedy Ann Garnhart.
Graduating with high honors, Naya Talani Giolingo.
Samuel Marcus Gasca.
Paige Nicole Gilland.
Austin James Genova.
Skylar Eleanor Gillespie.
Xavier McKinley George.
Anna Elizabeth Goldstein.
Kylie Marshane Gladden.
Nicholas Lee Gossage.
Graduating with high honors, Riley Elise Gordon.
Nadia Samara Green.
Eliza Whitney Green.
Sierra Raquel Griswold.
Graduating with honor, Alana Elaine Gregory.
Lisa Maria Guerra Perez.
Sydney Elise Gross.
Jacob Michael Gutierrez.
Madison Mary Eleanor Guthrie.
Graduating with high honors, Shay Turin Hagler.
Peyton Elise Hack.
Trevor Darren Halverson.
Elijah Payne Hall.
Matthew Jacob Hamilton.
Anina Francis Marie Hamdeed.
Graduating with honors, Brandon Nathaniel Hanson.
Graduating with honors, Carson Marie Beth Hamstra.
Graduating with honors, Madison Elaine Harms.
Graduating with honors, Shelby Danielle Hardy.
Graduating with high honors, Alexis Jade Harris.
Sierra Rose Harold.
Graduating with high honors, Andrew Scott Haskett.
Graduating with high honors, Brooklyn Ruth Harvey.
Megan Renee Hernandez.
Ryan Heinzheimer.
Graduating with honors, Rosemarie Ann Hill.
Josiah Anthony Herrera.
Lucas Alexander Inman.
Graduating with honors, Joshua Warren Hogan.
Maximilian Nolan Inman.
Cheyenne Alyssa Huff.
Graduating with honors, Gabrielle Nicole Hoyt.
Kyle Bailey Husted.
Graduating with honors, Jennifer Marie Irwin.
Graduating with honors, Emily Ann Irwin.
Graduating with high honors, Ammon August Johnson.
Ashley Christina Jenkins.
Graduating with high honors, Cheyenne Dorothy Kagarais.
Taylor Irene Johnson.
Nathan Mitchell Koss.
Cameron Michael Carr.
Graduating with honors, Madison Catherine Keithley.
Serenity Ann Kaufman.
Jared Martin Cal.
Graduating with high honors, Ellie Madeline Keel.
Braden Eric Kircher. Got you, Josh.
Graduating with high honors, Carly Tate Kelsch.
Joshua Luke Klein.
Graduating with honors, Nikel Pearl Kirkus.
Justin Paul Klink.
Michael David Klein.
Grayson Anthony Kale.
Reagan May Knapp.
Graduating with high honors, Annika Claire Krameyer.
Graduating with high honors, Nicholas James Kozer.
Meredith Audrey Kurtz.
Jada Marie Kunze.
Nicholas William Lancaster.
Benjamin Allen Lake.
Annalise Olivia Latana.
Amber Lauren Lardnois.
Austin James Loritzen.
Cameron Alexander Lattimore.
Cameron Matthew Lee.
Ryan Andrew LaValle. Graduating with high honors.
Trayson Reed Leishman.
Troy Anthony Sanderson Legg.
Lydia Grace Leeser.
Julia Kathleen Lewis.
Matthew Ryan Lively.
Graduating with high honors, Marissa Rachel Lincoln.
Bailey Ann Long.
Anna Faye Long.
Graduating with honors, Igor Yevgenovich Lukin.
Malia Nicole Lopez.
Graduating with honors, Reed Christian Magnuson.
Graduating with high honors, Jada Julie Lyon.
Daniela Maldonado.
Graduating with high honors, Sean Garrett Main.
Elijah Lee Martinez.
Mark Anthony Maldonado Crespo.
Broker Rain Mavity.
Graduating with high honors, Michele Andrea Mason.
Hayden Andrew John May.
Hannah Ruth May.
Eli Cody McBroom.
Graduating with high honors, Isabella Noel McCardle.
Brendan Michael McElhinney.
Graduating with honors, Olivia Faith McCrary.
Graduating with high honors, Megan Eileen McGinnis.
Graduating with high honors, Emily Marie McFadden.
Zachary Tyler McKinney.
Benjamin Andrew McGuffin.
Graduating with high honors, Lauren Elizabeth Meliker.
Sarah Irene Meyer.
Graduating with high honors, Kenneth Ray Messer.
Graduating with honors, Sean Michael Mellinger.
Alexia Ann Meyer.
Trevor Ryan Mestis.
Graduating with honors, Lydia Ann Mahaley.
Sarah Ann Meyer.
Rebecca Joe Miller.
Spencer Andrew Miles.
Graduating with honors, Caitlin Amaris Mole.
Stephen Wallace Mitchell.
Graduating with honors, Aubrey Taylor Montreal.
McKenna Marie Montes.
Graduating with honors, Andrew James Moore.
Graduating with honors, Amanda Grace Moore.
Graduating with honors, Kiara Denise Morrison.
Graduating with high honors, Gregory Paul Morgan Jr.
Michaela Brooke Murdoch.
Zachary Bryce Kahelameakua Murata.
Stephen Kyle Nelms.
Stephen Casey Myers.
Teresa Chun Ngo.
Kaylee Elizabeth Newton.
Devin Dontrell Nicholson.
Kevin Lee Nichols.
Ibrahim Mahmoud Hassan Noir.
Kyle Joseph Nichols.
Dallas Rose O'Halloran Maynor.
Ryan Phillip O'Connell.
Graduating with honors, Emily Lauren Olette.
Graduating with high honors, Alexis Sophia Ogren.
Michael Richard Pabst.
Graduating with honors, Wyatt Kenneth Owen.
Graduating with honors, Sydney Christine Palmer.
Graduating with high honors, Kylie Summer Palmer.
David John Pastier.
Graduating with honors, Leela Mae Parnell.
Graduating with high honors, Savannah Jane Peak.
Olivia Victoria Payne.
Tyrese Jamal Peppers.
Declan Joseph Pelletier.
Brianna K. Perry.
Eric Anthony Perez.
Graduating with honors, Christine Wingnock Pham.
Stephen James Petty, graduating with honors.
Josiah Timothy Plata.
Janessa Leilani Pingree.
Selah Kathleen Plotner.
Graduating with high honors, Jessica Lisa Plenz.
Jared Lee Price.
Jessica Gail Powell.
Leanne Marie Podolsky.
Luke Jameson Price.
Devin Tobias Quintana.
Graduating with honors, Nathaniel Ryan Purath.
Graduating with honors, Devin Barbara Ramish.
Jackson Demetra Rael.
Madison Jade Ragland.
Lorelei Rose Rael.
Dorn Alexander Rampelberg.
Graduating with honors, Emily June Rainey Paget.
Graduating with honors, Daniel Allen Rice.
Graduating with high honors, Joshua Dean Reinhardt.
Graduating with honors, Audrey Diana Richter.
Victoria Grace Richardson.
Genesis Rose Rivera.
Angela Nadine Rivas.
Brooke Elizabeth Roberts.
Brianna Sarah Robbins.
Claire Elizabeth Robertson.
Meredith Christine Roberts.
Rachel Lee Rogers.
Catherine Marie Rogers.
Aiden James Romero.
Graduating with honors, Bailey Lynn Rawlings.
Colton James Rouleau.
Douglas Riley Salute.
Zachary Thaddeus Razonka.
Graduating with honors, Rachel Marie Rothenberry.
Destiny Love Saldivar.
Graduating with high honors, Ashley Wilder Rowley.
Graduating with honors, Helen and Marie Sanabria.
Michael Salazar Jr.
Graduating with honors, Emma Elizabeth Sansoni.
Graduating with high honors, Riley Andrew Sanders.
Graduating with high honors, Isaac Anthony Savoy.
Graduating with honors, McKenna Shell Sauer.
Jade Bailey Schubert Glazer.
Emily Grace Shade.
Connor Gregory Sexton.
Clayton Perry Scott.
Graduating with honors, Grace Catherine Shaver.
Graduating with high honors, Brandon Thomas Shaughnessy.
Graduating with high honors, Morgan Ann Sibley.
Austin David Shelton.
Madison Nona Silver.
Zachary Michael Siffin.
Graduating with honors, Luke Thomas Simmons.
K. Bobby Simmons.
Graduating with honors, Jack Thomas Skinner.
Sean Thomas Sincola.
Graduating with honors, Shelby Ann Smith.
Noah John Slider.
Caleb Andre Sorrell.
Graduating with honors, Matthew Solomon.
Kevin Michael Stibbits.
Graduating with honors, Megan Nicole Souls.
Graduating with honors, Dylan James Stradling.
Graduating with honors, Simri Nicole Stolk.
Alicia Jean Stewart.
Gabriella Anderson Strawman.
Catherine Elizabeth Taylor.
Garrett Sanford Suker.
Graduating with honors, Celie Rachel Terrasa.
Alexander Paul Tendetnik.
Graduating with honors, Nicholas Tillman Townsend.
Riley Shea Thompson.
Griffin Josue Sabering Tron.
Isaac Allen Treat.
Callum John Tulloch.
Ryan James Tucker.
Hunter Steve Umana.
Graduating with high honors, Vanessa Jane Tuttle.
Dakota Wade Van Allen.
Dustin Lane Valentine.
Graduating with high honors, Alyssa Allison Marie Van Milligan.
Graduating with honors, Jordan Lynn Valentine.
Graduating with honors, Sierra Nicole Vaught.
Graduating with honors, Lisa Renee Vasquez.
Noah Lee Villalpando.
Graduating with high honors, Trey Joseph Venners.
Trey Jonathan James Vigil.
Savannah Nieves Vigil.
Graduating with honors, Alec Joseph Wallen.
Graduating with honors, Sadie Ellen Vossman.
Graduating with high honors, Taylor Jane Watson.
Graduating with honors, Kyla Mackenzie Wagaspack.
Jared Dwayne Weber.
Jason Takashi Waters.
Grayson Andrew Wells.
Tyler Jackson Waugh.
Taryn Amber Wells.
Graceland Lee Welch.
Graduating with high honors, Sarah K. Wedeman.
Landry Hudson Wells.
Graduating with honors, David Justin White.
Ingrid Wenander Palmes.
Brianna K. Wiley.
Graduating with honors, Hannah Prue Whaley.
Anastasia Michelle Wilkinson.
Jacob Andrew Whitson.
Graduating with honors, Connor James Woodard.
Sarah Jean Wilker.
Trey Devin Ian Jimenez.
Brandon Lee Williams.
Graduating with honors, Alyssa Michelle Yost.
Michael Jeffrey Wilson.
Anthony Mercer Zaniga.
Hope Elizabeth Woody.
Ryan Michael Eichstadt.
Graduating with high honors, Kylie Faith Yates.
Dakaya Dane Hester.
Graduating with high honors, Wendy Yu.
Cole Justin Klein.
Adam Jesus Jerez.
Joseph Sanchez.
Alexis Hope Mercado.
Colin Ray Simmental.
Xavier Michael Lee Smelker.
Dawson Christian Calloway.
Abraham Haro Cruz.
Graduating with high honors, Tess Kathleen McKinney. Graduating with honors, Riley Michelle Newcomer. Caleb Stephen Obert. Graduating with honors, Cecilia Grace Urban. Graduating with high honors, Jennifer Rachel Van Buren. Graduating with high honors, Thomas Allen Williams. Graduating with high honors, Jennifer Catherine Yates.
Maybe. No. Check. All right, let's hear for the class of 2018. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Liberty High School's valedictorian. Please welcome Jennifer Yates. Jenny is the daughter of Brian and Tracy Yates. She too is a District 20 lifer. She attended Academy International Elementary, Mountain Ridge Middle School, Rampart High School, and then the sweet land of Liberty the last 3 years. At Liberty, Jenny is a member of Lancer Strong, the National Honor Society, and DECA, serving as its chapter president. During her high school career, she was able to obtain an impressive 4.7292 grade point average. Not bad. Although I too also obtained a 4.7292 grade point average when I added my bachelor, high school, and graduate degree together. But I digress. In the fall, Jenny will attend the University of Notre Dame, where she will major in mechanical engineering with a biomedical minor. Jenny has had 4 hip surgeries in high school, so her career aspirations are to be a biomedical engineer, specifically interested in tissue regeneration and joint replacement so she can have a significant impact on the lives of others via her own experiences. Yes. Jennifer, in recognition of your valiant efforts at Liberty High School, I hereby award you with this valedictorian medal. Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer Yates.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know we're all anxious to officially be Liberty alumni, and I'm the only thing that's standing in the way of tassel turn-in time with Mr. T, so I'll try to keep this short and sweet. I was born in Indiana, a few short miles from the International Motor Speedway, home to the greatest spectacle in racing, the Indy 500, which is to be held in just 10 days from now. Since kindergarten, we've been racing to graduate, especially in these last few months when senioritis really kicked in, so I thought it'd be fitting to compare our time to this historic race. Just like the cars in the race, we as students have felt immense pressure, crashed and hit the wall, and ran low on fuel a couple of times. Because of these situations, it is impossible to finish the Indy 500 without making numerous pit stops along the way. Your pit crew is made up of those that have given you unwavering support, encouragement, and guidance along your journey. Class of 2018, look around you. You are surrounded by the biggest and best pit crew in the entire world. At this time, on behalf of the graduates, I would like to once again thank Superintendent Dr. Mark Hatchell,
Academy Schools District 20 Administration and Board of Education, Liberty High School Administration and faculty, friends, family, and all of the incredible teachers that we've had these last few years. Thank you for steering us in the right direction and keeping us on track throughout our high school career. We need to always maintain our pit crew because, as we all know, we will experience numerous obstacles throughout life. Despite these setbacks and challenges that you may face, I hope that you always continue to persevere. After all, the caution flag in a race signals drivers to slow down, not to stop completely. Apart from the race, moving at a slower pace in life allows us to savor some of life's most beautiful treasures, making memories, learning lessons, reaching milestones, and of course, graduating. Now, once the caution flag is lifted, we put the pedal to the metal and race towards our finish line. Often, we equate the finish line with popular ideals of success. I have no doubt that everyone in this class will achieve some measure of success. But I challenge you to make sure that your own definition of success goes hand in hand with significance, and not just wealth, power, prestige, fame, or a high number of likes on your Instagram photo. Be charitable, be brave, lend a hand, make someone smile, and always treat others with dignity and respect. Let's be fast and furious in our pursuit of being good humans, finding a cure for cancer, creating a peaceful world, and ending discrimination. I'm proud to say that our own Liberty 500 race is ending today in a 418-person tie, regardless of if we zoomed, coasted, or had to be towed by administration across the finish line at the end. We're all headed on different paths in life, but our class will always have a special bond. So let me close with the most meaningful part of our senior song. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, there ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far. And with that, ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2018, start your engines because your next race is about to begin. Congratulations.
At this time, I will invite our valiant staff to depart to the tunnels for the seniors' final farewell. Before you depart as graduates, I want you to know that I left something in each of your graduation envelopes. It is a piece of advice that I've been giving out to graduates for the past 26 years and is printed on a business card. It was essentially the same piece of advice given to me when I graduated from college. The bottom line is to live with no regrets and to make every moment count. I also hope that my small token of appreciation will help be a key to your own future. With that, Lancers, please rise. Turn your tassels from right to left to signify your new status of graduates. Congratulations, you are dismissed.